Hey, you're pretty good. Not. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Zareth Prevails. Guys, we have a counter for General Skywalker and the 501st today using Aurra lead bounty hunters with Moff Gideon. You need to have a really fast Moff Gideon. I know that this counter has been around for a little bit, but I've not seen a good guide here. I'm not saying that the one doesn't exist, but I haven't seen one out there. So we're going to make one today. And I'll warn you right now, you need really fast speed mods on Moff Gideon. And if you want your bounty hunters to be able to take down other key teams like Darth Revan and stuff, we're not going to cover those teams now, but you're probably going to want some somewhat ruinous speeds on Bosk and Grief, as you'll see I have in a little bit, but you don't absolutely need them for now. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you guys how to mod the team. I'm going to show you guys how you need to order the team in terms of speed and what zetas are necessary, what mechanics we need to do, and then we'll show you all of the gameplay. I did a lot of testing on this, and I think it's going to be consistent, and it's good. Like, it's not just taking out General Skywalker. It's a pretty cool start, but the second half is actually much more difficult, as you will see. So, that being said, let's go to the game. Let's talk a little bit about what we need. So here's the team comp, guys. Aurra Sing lead, Mando, Grief, Bosk, and Moff Gideon. You can see I have relatively low relic levels here, so we'd probably benefit from more relic levels, but this is what I was using in testing, and really the speed is the thing that really matters the most. So one thing I will point out, so you want Aurra lead Zeta if you can afford it. Oops, I click right on that red dot there because they've taught me to do that. So whenever an ally defeats an enemy, bounty hunter's allies gain stealth for 2 turns. It's nice because you're not going to get hit back every time you take someone out. That's pretty nice. The Mandalorian character actually for this specific counter does not need any Zetas. Seems kind of weird. You don't ever need his lead Zeta, at least not yet. But then this other one here, each time Mandalorian scores a crit hit, other bounty hunter allies gain half the amount of bonus turn meter. Here's the thing, guys. They're not going to be hitting, you're not going to be critting very much with Mando here because General Skywalker lead has, well, it's not just a Skywalker lead, it's just under the Chosen One here. You have one thing that's kind of overlooked sometimes, but this is really important. Enemies attacking out of turn can't critically hit, and so because the bounty hunters are going to be calling each other to assist quite a bit, normally that's a huge part of how the strategy of how this team works. But Mando doesn't actually really allow that to happen because in this counter because General Skywalker is disallowing it. However, it is helpful to have it once you hit stage 2 of the fight against the 501st. So I would actually recommend doing it even for this. Grief, both of his Zetas are really good, guys. Just get them. Seriously, they're both super awesome. People debate me on this, and I don't know why. They're both really good. Bosk, you do need both Zetas. Not for this counter, but it's a good idea to have his lead Zeta, obviously. And then Moff Gideon, I don't necessarily think you need his Zeta. I don't even remember which one it is, if it's is it special or unique. I mean, it's nice to be able to make everyone taunt, I suppose. That is part of it, but that being said, folks, let me show you the relative speeds. So we want Bosk to be the fastest. And my Bosk is way faster than he should be, probably 342. This is one of my fastest characters, or at least ones with the fastest speed mods. We have Grief. He wants to be a little bit slower. If you can get him one speed apart, that would be the best. So 341, 342, whatever. These guys do not need to be this ruinously fast for this counter. As you'll see in a little bit, they can be under 300 for it to work against a lot of different teams, but this is how I have them modded to counter other teams where you do need them to be faster. Mando, you want him to be, well, he's going to be the fourth fastest, or rather he's the least fast on the team. So he's got 281, and you want Aurra to be a little bit faster than him. Even just one speed for this counter is fine. So 282 is just fine. And these speeds are just right for this specific counter against the 501st. So that's going to be the segment. As you can see, my speed mods on Grief and Bosk, ruinous. Moff Gideon, maybe even a little more ruinous. Let's see. 377. And if you want a Rex that's even faster, you probably want to get him up to the 380 threshold, somewhere around there, which I realize, like, that's really tough for me to get. A lot of people aren't going to have those mods. But that being said, let's go back to the math segment. Sorry about the intro. I always do that for some reason. And let's get some math. So here's how the turn order is going to go, and you'll see the practical impact of it here in just a little bit. But we have Moff Gideon as the faster. He needs to be faster than Rex. Bosk is going to go, then Grief. Bosk is going to go again. Aurra is going to go. She's going to go a second time, and then Mando's going to go. Finish the first phase of the fight. So that's the turn order that you're going to be going. Mando needs to be the slowest, even if it's just by 1 speed. So step number 1, Gideon needs to be faster than Rex. Now this is really tricky. It's trickier than you might think, because Rex is plus 20% speed based on how many allies he has that are 501st. And so the formula for that is Rex's normal speed, his base speed, times 1.2. So you can see the example here, the math. If a Rex is 310, which is the one we're facing in this example, 310 is actually very, very fast for Rex. But it turns him into a 372 speed guy, which means Gideon needs to be 373 speed or faster. He can't, if he wants to gamble, he can tie, but then it's a coin flip, and if you lose the coin flip, you lose. Step 2, Bosk, Grief, Aurra, and Mando all need to be faster than the modified Rex speed. So what happens is Grief decreases everyone's turn meter. If he goes first, he's going to decrease everyone's turn meter. Then everyone has to be faster, plus 25. They get a 25% boost, which is the only way this is possible, because not everyone, you can't make the whole team 371 speed, but you need them to be somewhat fast at least. So with the plus 25% boost, in this case, we need all of them to be faster than 279. You can look at the math here and figure it out on your own, because I don't need to spell it out for you guys. I have neither the time nor the crayons to explain it. Now, we have, after that, I just want to point out, like, this is just spelling it out for you further. So for a 310 Rex, we need Gideon to be 373 speed, and then Mando needs to be 280 speed or faster, because Rex's modified speed is 279. So you need to be at least 1 speed faster. Mando's 280 or 281 or more, Grief 282 or more, and Bosk 283 or more. Remember, my Bosk and Grief are way faster because I want them to be able to counter things that are super ridiculously fast. And in this case, they don't need to be that fast, but they're there for other reasons, for flexibility and versatility's sake. So that's it for us, guys. Let's go into the actual footage, and I'll show you guys how it all works. So, as you can see, we have Aurra lead, everyone's hanging out, and under Aurra lead, the way you get your contract, and this is how it all works, you're relying on Mando going last to get your contract. So under Aurra lead, it's bounty hunters who have a buff need to take an action. They can miss, they can just buff themselves, whatever, but they have to take an action. It doesn't have to be in their own activation that counts. So Gideon is going to go first. Obviously, we did the math. Again, this Rex is a 310 Rex, and this whole team is actually modded very well. All really high relic. I think Rex is relic 5. Everyone else is relic 7 or 8. So all very well reliced and well modded, because they're on a really high-end PvP team who prescribes such things. Really good friend of mine, but Johnny on the Spot is the guy who we're testing against. So anyways, my Grief is faster than his Rex even after all of the formulas, so he's going to reduce everyone's turn meter here. So everyone's turn meter, you see we gain 25%, and Bosk gains a he gains taunt there as well because of Grief's ability. Now, you're going to be tempted to use Armor Shred here. You don't want to Armor Shred. You want to do a basic because you need the Armor Shred for later. Now, Bosk is the next fastest. He's going to go, and you may want to just say, like, oh, yeah, we need to call Mass Assist because everyone's going to gain their... They're going to all gain the points toward, the counts toward getting the contract, but you want to do the taunt right now because that's going to give you frenzy so that as soon as someone else does a special, cough Grief, cough, he is going to actually go, he's going to go again. So you're going to taunt and get that frenzy. Now you see one thing I missed for a long time when I was learning how to play. On the top right hand, well, on the bottom right hand corner, right above the abilities, you can see a 10%. We're 10% of the contract. We need 90% to go. So now Grief goes. He's going to call Mass Assist. That's his first special. Has to target General Skywalker. We are in stealth though, so he can't hit me back. And now Fives went. He called General Skywalker to go because every time we hit someone, Fives is gaining turn meter. Now Aurra's going to go. She's going to immediately, she's just going to stealth herself and buff just because we want her to take, she's going to get 100% turn meter for doing that. So first special. So we're at 60%. She can do basic or do the sniper move. Save the sniper because it does more damage later on. And we don't care about damage on Skywalker. We just want to take him out. So Bosk is going to go. He's going to call everyone to assist. You'll know everyone is buffed right now. And so everyone gains the contract. And now Fives went again, but we have our contract. Mando has the right buffs on him. He can immediately disintegrate General Skywalker. And now you may think that this is super duper easy. It's just going to be easy street, but now that was the easy part. You're almost guaranteed to get that as long as you have the right speeds and everything, especially because he's not hitting like the truck he used to hit like. Like you can see Bosk, he's a little bit in pain, but not that bad. So now we're going to do not taunt. You may want to, but the thing is, what you're doing is your taunt isn't going to go away if you don't use your taunt. Right now you want to use your Mass Assist because this is Grief and his cooldown, one of his Zetas, reducing all cooldowns. Once you get the contract, everyone resets all of their specials. So you want to, so everyone thinks you need to kill Fives first. He is too tough for bounty hunters, at least for this setup, to kill quickly, and you just get destroyed. So you have to kill Rex first. So you're going to target Rex and do the Mass Assist on him. We're gonna kill Fives the hard way, or maybe the easy way. It's a low-hanging fruit. Now we have a stunned Rex. That's wonderful. If we wanted to, we can stun Fives. We can try to stun Fives with Aurra, or we can just try to do a big shot on Rex and just take him out. I went for the single shot on Fives, and now our life is harder because now Fives has taunted and everything. You'll see a better example in a little bit, but he's taunted. We need to deal with him, and so Mando can still target outside of cooldown or outside of taunt. So tried to kill Rex there, didn't quite work. Well, now stealth Aurra because she's gonna die super easily otherwise. And if we're gonna just fight, then I guess we'll just keep going. We can armor shred Fives. We're stuck on this taunt. Rex gives everyone turn meter, and you can see everyone's doing less damage because of Grief's debuff, but Grief dies, and now we finally killed Fives. This is kind of an ugly example, guys, because we did not kill Rex first, and now they killed everyone. We're screwed. We can't win. So I just wanted to show you guys an initial example of things. It starts going well. You're like, oh, cool, we killed General Skywalker, but it can go south really quickly, as you can see. So how do you get around it? You want to kill Rex first. You have to do it. So we're going to go full speed here. No pauses now. So once again, reduce all of everyone's turn meter, taunt, do the Mass Assist from Grief, have Aurra do her little thing, have Bosk call the mass assist, where we have contract now. And as soon as Mando goes, because he's in the right turn order, you disintegrate General Skywalker. Now, just do your mass assist on Rex, and then don't bother with fives. I think I got stuck on that for a little bit. I was like, man, as long as we stun fives, we're good, because we don't want him to taunt. But what I didn't realize is Rex doesn't have that much hit points. You could probably just take him out. So once again, you can see I stunned fives. Once again, that doesn't make sense. We should just be killing Rex. And I think the later examples, the farther I go, the better. So do your sniper hit on Rex, and you realize now, I mean, fives is already given the sacrifice stats. All these clones are super thick, but you can gain so much turn meter by using the second turn on, or the second special from Grief, and doing crits, calling a mass assists, and everything from all these guys is going to be really good. So take out Rex, and then Arc Trooper, you want to disintegrate him next because he can hit us back, and then it's only Echo and we win. So once again, we're going to do this. I think I have 2 more examples, guys, to show you. I'd like to show you guys the repetition of how things kind of vary from time to time. So once again, reduce turn meter, have Bosk go, he taunts, and then Bosk, and then Grief calls the mass assist, Aurra goes, takes a couple turns, call the mass assist from Bosk here, and then you disintegrate General Skywalker. Woo! Okay, so now we're going to mass assist on Rex. Don't taunt with Bosk yet. Now we can try to stun Rex, and you can see fives has taunted. That's no good. But we can target outside of turn meter, or outside of taunt. And I don't know why I had Grief help us there. It doesn't really matter who Grief selects, but remember that Grief, if you get stuck behind that taunt on fives, Grief can call a mass assist and dispel it. So we stunned Rex here. I don't know what we're waiting for. We need to just take that dude out, frankly. So I'm not showing you guys the ultra optimized. Apparently, I think I had a couple extra examples where I just didn't. I think I was just trying new things is what I was trying to do on some of these. But you can see the only reason we want to veer away from Rex here is to use disintegrate on Arc. Then it's Echo, and we can win. All right. I think this is the final example, unless we have one more. But we have same thing. Reduce turn meter. Do a basic with Gideon. Taunt with Bosk. Mass assist with Grief. Aurra does her little double tap thing. Doesn't really matter. Call mass assist. He's going to hit me back. And even low strength, gas is still doing a lot of damage to Bosk. And now we need to... Okay, so fives is already doing his taunt thing. Pretty scary. But Aurra does a lot of damage. She's only Relic 2. I feel like if we get her to Relic like 5, she's going to do a whole lot better. So, once again, we've got to be hitting fives now for fun. But finally got to Rex. We can focus him down. He is stunned. And we can disintegrate Arc Trooper. And that's about it, I believe. I think maybe we do get one more after this, folks, because I sped everything up. As you can see, we've kind of streamlined everything a lot better. A lot more as we've gone along. Maybe we don't get another one. Oh, one last one where we're all in shadows. Let's see how Zareth has adapted here. So, I'll stop talking about it. I'm going to get a drink, actually. You guys can watch. Alright. General Skywalker is gone. Fives is gone. Let's take out Rex as quickly as we can. And then all we gotta do is take out that. So we'll shoot Echo until it's time to disintegrate the Arc Trooper, because that Arc Trooper is gonna hit us back. We don't want to get hit back. So take out Arc Trooper, and that is that. Dear Lord, I do that all the time. I apologize. So, guys, I hope this was helpful for you. Let me know in the comments what you think. Please hit that like button. Leave a comment for the algorithm. We've been mounting it lately. We've been doing really good, and I really appreciate that. And Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Zareth prevails.